What's up guys, it's ACHES from Team Envy. Today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite Scuf controller and how I configure it. So I use the Scuf Infinity 4PS. I like the regular size concave Scuf sticks on both sides. I've been using Scuf sticks since back to 2014 when they were first introduced. Honestly, I just was never able to get off of them. I liked them so much. And you have the option to constantly swap your sticks out. When you kind of get wear and tear, if they feel a little loose or whatever the case may be, you can swap them out easily with the tool. I use two paddles on the back. My left paddle for my left hand is X, which I have for jump. My right paddle is for circle, which is melee. I play tactical flipped. But yeah, I use this model because I like the size of the 4PS. I know they have the impact and advantage, but for me, my hand size, and it's all personal preference at the end of the day, I just really got used to this size controller. And I just think it gives my hands like the best feel and most comfortable feel for gaming, especially long hours. I also use the trigger stop mechanism in the back, and you kind of swap it for short presses on both sides. Even though I shoot with bumpers, I like kind of that quick response tap for when I'm throwing a trophy, throwing a nade, throwing a stun, stimming, whatever the case may be. Always, you want to have any edge on your opponent that you can, and the faster you can do something is always better. Oh, I also use the Scuf grip on the back. I've always been a big fan of Scuf grip ever since they introduced it on the Xbox 360 controllers back in 2013. I think that's one of the best features, honestly, of the controller. It gives you just such a more relaxed and comfortable, and just, I don't know if you have sweaty hands, but for me in general, like, it just kind of just cures all that. It gives you just that great grip on your controller that you want. So for me specifically, playing Call of Duty, I like to only use two paddles, X and O for jumping and meleeing. I always Y wide a lot, but I've just kind of gotten in the habit of doing it with my thumb. So having a paddle to do it for me just was kind of redundant. I personally didn't like that. And then reload would be my other option, which is just pretty simple. Just always, again, with my thumb, that was my habit, my preference. So I prefer the two paddles. Also, it doesn't get crowdy for me with how I hold my controller, how my hands are in the back. I'm just I know what I'm pressing, and I like to have that good grip on my first two paddles. So for me, I've used a Scuf dating back to 2012 when they were first introduced. I was playing Modern Warfare 3 on the Xbox at the time. Duncan, the CEO, came to one of our events and showed us the very first model of Scuf. I actually had like one of the third ones, I think. Ever since then, I've been a loyal believer, and this is the best controller on the market. I've won 20 championships, 2 world championships, and it's never let me down. It's just something that they're a great company. They're easy to work with. You need a replacement, you need something, they're there. Just always had your back, and I've just always stuck with Scuf since I've started competing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to Scuf for yourself, head on over to scufgaming.com. Use code ENVY, use code ACHES, whatever you prefer. And maybe I'll see you on the stage one day.